My coffee only looks weak because I'm using an old pod. I don't want to waste it on the first trial run. I'm watching the reservoir fill as the coffee brews. It barely even went down. As you can see, the level on the reservoir barely even went down. It fills as we go. And it's filling slowly. I have a valve on there to help throttle the water pressure. Okay, I'm looking in the back of my refrigerator, and I really wish I had done this before I installed it, but I wasn't too sure how it was going to work. I was confident that this piping was the same size as my line I'm running to my Keurig machine, but you can see back here, hopefully, is a T-valve, where I basically just placed it in line with the line going from the wall to the filter, and then out the side. You can see that coming out the back of my refrigerator, running along the side of my cabinet, all the way up to my ball valve, right there. You can see I just have cracked a teeny little bit, and into the back of my Keurig machine. That's as simple as the plumbing gets, and as you can tell, this is the refrigerator line that I was talking about, and the quick connects. It just pops right in, no tools. It has not leaked at all. And like I said, I cut an existing line on my refrigerator, which I had a little hesitancy doing, which was back down here. But I was all but positive that was the same size, and I just slipped it right on there. There's probably smarter or better ways to do it, but that just worked easiest for me, especially because my Keurig machine is right next to my refrigerator. You could use a saddle valve and tee off a water line. That's kind of tricky. And you can actually see the tee part of it okay from here. Let me see if I can. Right there, you can see two ends of it. I'm close to my refrigerator. I was tempted to tee off right here too, but I just thought that would be actually a little more complicated. Less risky, but more complicated. Okay, so that's the plumbing part. Let me show you the how I installed the ball valve. I mean the float valve. Okay, for a project like this, you need to be at least a little bit handy. So I'm sure you know how to operate a drill. Maybe even know how to go shopping for some things in Home Depot. You can see that I drilled right through the lid. I used I think it was a 1/4 inch bit, but obviously you just wanted it to be the same diameter as your stem going through, and then I measured and found a float valve that would fit and go freely right inside of this this tank, this reservoir. So got to measure the inside before you order one. I'll try and put a link to where I found mine. I just bought it from somebody on eBay. Like I said, it's a reverse osmosis float valve, I guess is the way the seller described it on eBay. So between those few little things, and if you have any questions, just let me know and I'll do my best to walk you through it. Like I said, I am not a plumber or any kind of expert, but I'll do my best to help you out. Alright, good luck. And I wish so here's a little more detail. I'm showing you on the second of the two that came with the ones I ordered. I got the best deal by buying two, and I figure I can help somebody make one. It looks like the ball or the float on this one's under 3 inches, and then less than 2 inches wide, and it's a cylinder. And then you can see it's pretty simple. I think it was made in China, so I'm going to have to keep an eye on it daily and see how it holds up. Some of the stuff that comes from China on eBay, not always cheap, but sometimes fairly cheesy. I'd rather it have been made in the USA, but getting another valve and replacing this wouldn't be the end of the world. So just wanted to give you a little more detail on that. These were $7 each. And it looks like this part's adjustable, so you can adjust your water depth, which I may tinker with that a little bit so I don't have mine as close to the top. Yeah, so there it is. The 25 feet of poly tubing, $3. I ended up using a little bit of that. The valve, $8.88, and the Union T was actually $4.24. So everything that I got was $17.09, plus another $14 for the two float valves. So that's everything you need, and so far mine's working great. Let me know if you have any questions. Take care. Okay, I already have an update to the first one. I tinkered with the float valve just a little bit. I didn't like the water level rising to the very, very top of the reservoir. So I took everything back apart real quick. There's a little hinge that you can adjust with one screw. I unscrewed it and dropped it down a couple of clicks. You can see as this fills, the water level is dropping. Slowly rising back up. Barely dropped, but and then I can still hear the water trickling out, and looks like it's about to stop right there. About an inch from the top. Gives me more of a little comfort zone in case this valve decides to fail overnight or something. It's not going to rise incredibly fast. So anyway, real easy to adjust.